Hello everyone, I'm here today to commentate this match between Hpaz1 and yukinasimp, also known as Atomic Knight. This is one of our last matches of this weekend, I do believe. Not our very last one, maybe second or third to last. But this is a loser's bracket match. Both of these players have already won one match in quarterfinals so far. Hpaz1 beating Knight 6-0 and Atomic Knight beating Enzo 6-1. So both with really impressive performances earlier this weekend. And so this is going to be really exciting to see, since I think they'll probably be giving each other quite a bit of trouble compared to their previous opponents, who, while they put up a valiant effort, weren't able to defeat either of these players we're seeing right now. But only one of these players is going to advance into our semifinals, and I'm really excited to see who it will be. We see a warm-up picked here. Ultimate Ascension, the older map. Not sure whose warm-up this is, but perhaps it is yukinasimp, because they are performing a bit better on it. I do feel weird calling him yukinasimp, even though that is the name you see on screen, so I will be calling him Atomic Knight, since that's what I've known him by for longer. He lost a bet, and he had to get his name changed for a while. But anyway, Atomic Knight is a very distinctly a no-mod player. And Hpaz is seeded, I believe, 14th? Yes, I'm correct. Atomic Knight is seeded 14th. Hpaz is seeded 22nd. But if I look at their qualifier scores, just take a quick look. It does seem like Hpaz is better on Hidden and Double Time, while Atomic Knight is maybe better on No Mod and Hard Rock. But those qualifiers were a few weeks ago now, and this pool is definitely one that demands a lot of practice from the players. So here I will take a quick look at this player's performance in our previous rounds. We have a second warm-up here, which gives me a perfect opportunity to collect some data to share with you. Yeah, in round of 16, it seems like Hpaz has been outperforming Atomic Knight on no-mod converts. Those are some of the only maps that they both ended up playing in round of 16. If you look at round of 32, those maps were pretty low starred. It seems like there may have been Looks like only Yukinasimp played in round of 32. Yeah, I think this match really is going to come down to like practice on this pool more than outright overall skill, because there are definitely some maps in this pool that, even excluding our flashlight mix mod, there are some maps that really demand practice. Both of these players picking a no mod for their warm-up. That could perhaps indicate what they like to play when they're not practicing for the tournament. While we have a moment, I will quickly pull up these players' profiles. Yeah, both players in this match are distinctly no mod players, but it does seem like Hpaz has a lot more experience, has been playing the game for longer, has played the game more. Perhaps that will mean that they are better on those mods, which I do believe Atomic Knight hasn't spent quite as long practicing. We do see Hpaz1 ban Hard Rock 2 immediately. That is a very sensible ban. That map, very, very difficult. Yeah, it's just really difficult. One of the hardest maps in the pool, maybe the hardest for some people. And then it does seem like yukinasimp bans DT3. That's interesting, but that map can be pretty hard for people who are not accustomed to DT. And then Atomic Knight picks Hard Rock 1. This is, I think, a sensible pick. I believe Atomic outperformed Hpaz on the hard rocks in qualifiers and previous rounds. So this map it's a Hard Rock 1. It's a very consistent, straightforward map that I'd say is pretty well suited for Hard Rock, since it's mostly just left and right without many standstills or repeated movements in the same direction. It also has a number of breaks, which can be nice for people to just sort of get like accustomed to the flow of the map and like have a moment to rest. But we do see at that first break, Hpaz1 had missed a little bit before it, and so is behind in score and combo. So far, it does seem like this is really favored for Atomic Knight. Already breaking that 200 combo, not missing yet at all. Does break there at the beginning of this Ki, but it's traded by Hpaz, and Hpaz really struggling to get any combo. Clearly just uncomfortable on that hard rock. Now we see Atomic building up a little bit more combo. We do see Hpaz has a combo advantage right here, very briefly, but does end up missing. And now Atomic Knight has about 150,000 score lead going into this break here. Seeing the scores right now the players are, and Atomic Knight probably gaining a lot of confidence from seeing that immense score lead and combo advantage that they have. Hpaz probably expected this. It seems like in the pregame chat they were dreading the Hard Rock pick. Yeah, Hpaz still struggling a little bit on this like bridge section with some of these like pillars of fruits. And going into the last Ki here, Atomic Knight just about to hit that 200 combo mark, is building up score over Hpaz still. There's just no way for Hpaz to come back. Even if Atomic missed the rest of the notes in the map, I don't believe there's enough time for Hpaz to bring back that immense score deficit. And so this first point is pretty assuredly going to Atomic Knight, especially with this impressive combo on the last Ki here. 99.5% accuracy. Very impressive on this map. The droplets can be really tough to hit because some of them aren't on the path of least resistance from each note to the next. So I'm actually very impressed with that accuracy and that score. Over 900,000. Very good performance. One of the better ones we've seen in this round so far. We do see an immediate pick from Hpaz, double time 2, and this is one of the skill sets that they outperformed Atomic Knight on in qualifiers, and one of the skill sets that they seem to prefer picking in previous rounds. Maybe. No, actually, they haven't picked. They have played the DT1 in the round of 16, but that's it so far for their in-match performances. That does make sense because in round of 32, they did have a win by default versus their opponent. So they didn't even get a chance to play that pool in match. But here we are. You know, I actually probably ought to have checked these players' scores on the current pool, because that is something I would be able to do since they have already played on it. So while we're seeing the beginning of this map go through, Hpaz with a bit of a combo advantage here did lose a little score to Atomic at the beginning, but now with this combo advantage here has brought it back in their favor. And if they're able to hold this combo through this guy, that is going to really intensely give them the score lead. Atomic Knight does match that though, and has made it to 200 combo while only 10,000 or so points behind. Oh, Hpaz has broken, and Atomic Knight now breaching 400 combo. Score lead in his favor. That's really tough for Hpaz. This was their pick. They were really hoping to take this, but it does seem like this is a map that Atomic Knight practiced quite a bit. A lot of players find this one very difficult, but this over 500 combo is really impressive to see from a player not known for their DT ability. Now Atomic Knight breaching that 600 combo. Hpaz struggling, dropping a few more sparse misses throughout this ending here. Atomic Knight, 960,000 points. That is really impressive to see. In fact, that is the highest score we've seen on DT2 all week. Atomic Knight does end up picking our Flashlight Mix mystery mod. This is interesting because they did not perform especially well on this in their last match. They did, I mean, get a pretty good score, but most players in this round have done incredibly well on this Flashlight pick because it's very simple for the majority of it, with just a few difficult sections, which I will point out as we get to. But for the first 100 combo or so, there's almost no difficulty. Very sight-readable with straightforward rhythms and patterns. We do see early misses from Hpaz. That's really tough. I don't think there's any way for them to win from this point on, unless we see some unexpected breaks from Atomic Knight. I wasn't paying enough attention to see if those misses were from reading or perhaps placement mistake, but that's really difficult to see. As we get into this solo, this is one of the harder parts because the rhythm is very different from the rest of the map. We do see Hpaz breaking on that difficult part right there. And that pretty much seals this pick in Atomic Knight's favor. He's going to be interesting to see how well he performs on this section right here with the spinners. Very difficult, almost not sight-readable because the spinner is sort of covering the notes a little bit. But it does look like he memorized the positions of those notes. Hpaz also performing well on that. Does not have the reduced flashlight radius currently because of their earlier misses. We do see Atomic Knight hitting that unsight-readable jump right there. There's another right here, and he is prepared for that. Still on that SS really far through, has surpassed his previous performance in his last match. That was the only pick he lost versus Enzo, and he does come out with a full combo SS. Really impressive. That is going to very obviously take that point over Hpaz. Hpaz picks our Nomad 2. This is an interesting choice because Atomic is a very well-decorated Nomad player, but in his last match he did not full combo this, only getting about 960,000 points, which is within reason for Hpaz to beat, perhaps. If I do look at Hpaz's performance in their previous match on this, it is about 1,000 points higher than Atomic Knight's previous performance. So this is sure to be a very close map. We do see both players doing well at the beginning. No misses or droplet misses yet. Oh, Hpaz with an early miss there. That is going to matter a lot now. It is on Atomic Knight to just not miss, and that will be enough to secure the match. I was going to mention that Atomic Knight had a slight victory in the spinner battle, but that is not important anymore now that Hpaz has dropped a miss. Still not a bad score at all from Hpaz. Only the one miss so far. If they're able to clutch this out, they will have a decent chance. All they need is for Atomic Knight to miss one time, and then it will presumably bring that back to even. But if Atomic Knight makes it any further, the amount of score that will flip if he misses does decrease, because if he makes it to near the end of the map, there won't be as much time for him to be below 200 combo. And now going nearly all the way through the map, just a little bit of this ending left. It is really impressive to see this combo from Atomic Knight, perhaps about to FC. This is for Hpaz, this must be a really sad, because they performed really well on this pick, only missing a single time, but that still isn't enough to take it, because Atomic Knight with a full combo SS is going to take their 4th point of this match and 2nd break point. Atomic Knight immediately picking Nomad 1, what he is best known for. Now, Hpaz did have a pretty good score in their previous match on this, getting 955,000. But Atomic Knight FC'd this in their previous match, getting 1,005,000 points. So this is definitely a pick that makes sense for Atomic Knight, but there is room for Hpaz to upset this pick and perhaps turn around the momentum of this match. We do see a slight win in the spinner battle for Atomic Knight there, but both players still on SS. It is not going to matter too much. I believe that was a 1 banana difference. With our blue circular bananas. Entering the first KI here, Atomic Knight has missed a droplet, and so that is the accuracy advantage for Hpaz. It is really on them to just hold that combo as long as possible and hope for Atomic Knight to miss. But if things are even for the rest of the entire map, they will have a slight advantage from that droplet miss on Atomic Knight's side. And here we are, spinning again. It does look like Atomic Knight won that spinner battle, again, by perhaps just 1 banana, bringing the lead back in their favor, though it is flip-flopping as the client attempts to calculate who is ahead at any given moment. Both players still very even. We're over 700 combo in and no misses yet. Halfway through the map, this is a real strong consistency test. This is the point entering the second Kai where a lot of people find their nerves getting the better of them. Still no breaks, so the players do not know how close it is. I'd assume both players are quite confident in their performance so far, but I don't know how well that'll keep up when they see how well their opponent is doing as well. We do see a droplet miss from Hpaz and then a full miss, breaking combo, and now the score lead is going over to Atomic Knight's side very quickly.
as Hpaz attempts to build their combo back up to 200. That is a really unfortunate miss because they were doing so well up until that point. And even just one miss is almost going to be too much. But Atomic Knight misses there. And now this is a great opportunity for Hpaz to bring that score lead back in their favor at that 200 combo while Atomic Knight has to build back up. Atomic Knight misses again. Now Hpaz going through that very difficult section with that stream and those hypers, holding combo, still over that 200 combo, now building their lead over 13,000 points. Atomic Knight trying to build back up to the 200 combo, but those misses just earlier perhaps going to seal it if Hpaz is able to stay consistent through the rest of this ending. Most of the most difficult patterns are over with, but there are still some potential missing points. Both players over 200 combo, the score lead not going to change. It is in Hpaz's favor. This is going to be a break point for Hpaz with that 981,000 score. Very impressive. That is the second highest score we have seen this week. The only higher one being Atomic Knight's full combo in their previous round, but they were not able to replicate that. And so Hpaz takes that break point to hopefully flip the momentum of this match in their favor. They pick Nomad 3, one of our Nomad converts. I would say that is a very good choice because they are going by qualifiers and previous round stats, preferred to win versus Atomic Knight on those Nomad converts. Though I would not count Atomic Knight out, just a very good Nomad player overall, even on converts, even if those are not his preferred type of map. Getting into this next map really quickly, I'm excited to see especially how the beginning plays out because that is a great predictor of overall performance on this map. We'll see how comfortable both of these players are on these convert jumps. See if either of them are able to get a big combo throughout the map. We have seen some really impressive scores on this so far this week, but that does not matter. What matters right now is how well both of these players are able to do at this very moment. We see an early miss from Atomic Knight, and now the lead in Hpaz's favor. They're hitting that 200 combo mark. Atomic Knight misses again. Clearly very not uncomfortable on these convert jumps. Now Hpaz with that huge combo and score advantage. Atomic Knight really has to hope that they're able to get up to 200 combo and that Hpaz misses. But Hpaz performing really confidently on this Nomad convert, breaking that 350 combo, going through this entire Ki perhaps without missing, and they do make it. Now, players seeing that score difference, Hpaz gaining some confidence perhaps, seeing that they are definitely not out for the count in this match, with some arbitrage available in these convert picks perhaps. We do see Atomic Knight over the 200 combo, matching Hpaz, the score lead not changing at all at this moment. Now it's up full. We see that miss from Hpaz. I was going to say it's up to whoever misses next, and that is going to be Hpaz. Now Atomic Knight with a chance to build combo and build that score back in their favor. But now we get into this next Ki. Atomic Knight missed a lot on the previous Ki, so we are going to see if they're able to hold through this one and keep that big combo. And it's looking like they are. They're doing quite well, but Hpaz was doing really well until they missed right there. And they're unable to bring it back to that 200 combo mark. And now Atomic Knight with that this 500 combo is actually in the lead again in both combo and score. And now, as Hpaz has to spend this entire slow part building up combo, Atomic Knight can just use that time to build up score and this lead as we go through this very slow section before the last Ki. And now at this break, the players seeing the score difference and combo difference, Hpaz knows that they have to perform really well in this last Ki, and Atomic Knight also knows that they can't falter too much or risk the point going away from them. but we do see a traded miss there. But further misses from Atomic Knight. This is an opportunity for Hpaz to take this back. They do miss following me saying that. And now it's looking very even in combo. An additional miss from Hpaz there is almost certainly going to seal it because of that previous score advantage for Atomic Knight. And we do see Hpaz faltering on this very end. Atomic Knight does miss, but it is too late for that to matter. And that is going to be a 5th point for Atomic Knight, bringing them to match point. Out of the mats remaining, I might expect Atomic Knight to pick something like a Hard Rock 3, seeing how uncomfortable Hpaz was on that Hard Rock 1. Though Hard Rock 3 is still very difficult and maybe too hard for even Atomic Knight. There is a Nomad left, Nomad 4, but I don't think that is Atomic Knight's best pick, considering Hpaz is a pretty good convert player. I don't expect a hidden to be picked, though it is possible. And it does occur that way. It looks like Atomic Knight looking to continue playing specifics, but avoiding double time, ends up going for our hidden 1 here. Their score in their previous match was not so bad at all. They got 846,000